this abundance problem with software and hardware, which could keep you busy all day long just exploring new tools and not actually making anything with them, is a very serious problem these days. I force myself to actually not exploring every new plugin which comes out. Actually, I'm not interested in plugins at all. When it comes to plugins, I only buy a plugin or download a plugin if I really feel I need it. So it was clear at some point that I need a convolution reverb. So I bought Altiverb and I'm extremely happy with my purchase. It was also clear to me that Melodyne offers ways of manipulating sound which are very efficient, very useful, and very unique. So I bought it. But that's it. An example for something where I felt, okay, the ratio between learning the tool and result is not as interesting is, for instance, Metasynth. I admire the concept. I understand it. I understand the results I can get from this. But I decided that for me personally, the results which I could achieve with it are not interesting enough in general to justify the massive amount of learning I have to do in order to really master it. So I decided, okay, I have the demo for it at home, but I don't need to dive deeper. Because if I want to do some kind of spectral manipulation, I have other ways to do it in Maximus P, which create similar results for my purposes than what I can do with that. And I already know the tools and I have it. And I don't see a point in buying 50 different types of compressors. I'm happy if I can adjust one compressor in a useful way. When it comes to synthesis, I have a similar approach. I don't think I need to have tons of synthesizers because I feel that just using 3 or 4 different synthesizers in software plus tons of effects afterwards do everything I want. When it comes to control surfaces, which is the next big thing these days, I'm also conservative because, you know, there's not so many different concepts out there. There's knobs and faders, okay. I have knobs of faders more than I can use. And there's touch screens. And I had a look at Lemur when it came out, and I felt that at this point of time, using a touchscreen just didn't feel right to me, and I also found it too limited. But the latest incarnation of TouchOS to me makes much more sense, and the hardware is cheaper and lighter and can be easily replaced if it fails. So that's a new way of thinking, and I have no idea yet what this actually will do to my performances. But to come back to the original question, I think the only way to balance the time one spends exploring tools versus the time one spends actually making music is discipline. And I believe the only thing which actually makes me disciplined is the fact that there's deadlines. I really became more and more a deadline person. I have a concert in 3 days on Monday. Nothing is finished yet, so I know after this talk I go back to the studio and work on it. If the concert wouldn't be there, I wouldn't do anything. Or I would maybe occasionally make a piece of music, but really what keeps me doing it every day is the fact that there's deadlines. Yeah, this year is crazy. But this year is crazy because I have a few really lovely offers to do things. And so it's not only crazy, it's also very exciting, and that's a good mixture. The workload is gigantic, but I can clearly see that I'm looking on things happening in the future which make me really happy, and therefore I can accept that I have to work a lot. I would like to split actually my engagement in three parts. There's the Monolake side of things, which is more beat-oriented, more festival and club compatible music. Then there's the Robert Henke stuff, which is more listening music. And then there's the Robert Henke side of things, which is sound installations. And I strongly feel a need to shift the Monolake side of things away from the normal club business, simply because I feel too old for that now. You know, I'm not really interested anymore in playing at 6 in the morning in front of people who have earplugs in their ears, because that doesn't do my idea of music justice. There's people who can provide much more convincing bass lines in whatever style is currently up to date than I can, because I'm not 20 anymore and I have a different idea. I can influence those people who make music these days for the dance floor, but I don't want to be in the position that I have to deliver that. And I'd rather like to do things which are much more experimental or radical, and which might keep a lot of people from dancing. And yeah, I really feel that the Monolake, the sound of Monolake needs to be much more radical and much less aimed towards the dance floor. And I hope that I can educate my booking situation in this regards too, so that I really make clear, if you need someone who is rocking the house, find someone else. If you need someone who is exploring what the PA can actually deliver and create something which is a total mindfuck, and where a lot of people will say, what was this? And a lot of people will smile and say, what the hell was this? Then I'm fine with that. But no normal club music anymore.